Dick Peterson of the Kingsmen is coming into the studio, and we're going to rap to him about Louie Louie and his brand new book out. Thanks so much for coming in.
I had to get stoned.
This is a treat.
For me. Thank you so much for having me.
And the book is out, Louie Louie.
Isn't that something?
Oh, I tell you. And you know, you just gave me my own personal copy, and I'm going to cut right to the Chase, pardon the pun,
Yeah,
the Chase in Milwaukee.
I'm sure a lot of people remember that place.
But D Street, the
D
Chase,
Street, yeah.
the Salem Armory,
Horseman.
Headless Horseman.
Oh, yeah.
That's where the Brasserie is downtown now.
Isn't that weird?
Anyway, just give us the story on Louie Louie. We want to hear it.
Louie Louie, wow. You know, it's a story that's way too long to tell because it's still going on. However, the beginnings were, the song was recorded and written originally in 1956 by Richard Berry. Richard didn't do much for quite a few years, obviously, because our record came out in 1963 and actually hit in 64 with the controversy. But Richard was wanting to get married, sold all his rights to all of his songs, including Have Love Will Travel and all the rest of the stuff.
Oh my gosh. How much?
$750.
Oh!
Bought a car and got married.
Dirty Dave just turned white. He's pale. He's ready to have another heart attack.
I know, but the good news there is, you know, I met him, I don't know, what is it, 35, 40 years later, and turned him on to a company back in New York City that helped him get all his rights back, and he actually died a very rich man. He died about 4 years ago.
Wow.
But for the last, 8 or 10 years of his life, he owned all of his records again, and really,
you helped him out with that, huh?
I did. I helped him out. I put him in touch with the right people, and they treated him well, and he's such a great guy.
Well, it is the most played 45 ever in the history of rock and roll.
RIAA, which is the recording industry's gauge, they say that it's the second most recorded song to Yesterday's.
Wow.
By the Beatles. Mm-hmm. Although there's still only one Louie Louie, you know, and it's by the Kingsmen. That's all anyone plays. But gee, everybody has a version of it. Even the Beach Boys. Have you ever heard that thing?
Really?
It's awful. They have harmony for Louie Louie.
Do you have that, Dirty?
Oh, I hope not. I hope not too. It's just, that's not classic. That's not oldies. That's horrible.
So was it done on the first take at Northwest Recorders?
Actually, no. It was done on the second take.
Two takes.
It was a $36 recording session. It was actually recorded to be an audition tape on a cruise ship, and the band didn't get the cruise ship job, but Ken Chase, who worked at Kisn Radio,
right, one of the original jobs,
7th anniversary, he actually was producing, if you want to call what he was doing, producing the session, and he thought the vocal was too loud, and he wanted everything louder than everything else, and so he was the one that was really responsible for putting the microphone up too high. And so you really couldn't hear Jack's voice. And it was a pretty comical session. I chronicle that in the book quite a bit, too.
And later, because you really couldn't hear the lyrics perfectly clear, J. Edgar Hoover with the FBI came after you. Exactly. And that went on for years.
Well, you know, Louie Louie came out in September. It was recorded in April of '63. It kind of came out and did its deal by September. By October, it was finished nationally. However, Arnie Woo Woo Ginsburg from Boston, he had a segment on his show called The Worst Record, and he was out to find the worst thing ever recorded in rock and roll. He got a hold of Louie Louie, and it started winning every half hour for 2 weeks, which drove some sales in New England. But more importantly, when those kids who had that record went home to Indiana from college that Christmas in '63, they thought, because they couldn't understand the lyrics, that it was dirty. And so their parents were very well politically connected. And they got the thing banned in Indiana on January the 14th, 1964. Now, you're talking about a tape that was recorded in April, and by the following January, it got banned. And as soon as it was banned, J. Edgar Hoover got involved. Robert Kennedy was the Attorney General. So in my book, I've got a few pages right from the FBI files, of Robert Kennedy pages, J. Edgar Hoover pages. They were sending agents out to our shows to listen to anything and everything that we were saying. There were rumors that we were performing in Golden May jockstraps. And the kids were turning out in droves because they thought we were the cool guys. And we thought we were the cool guys, except we were also looking at the FBI's, and we were also the fraidy cats, you know. What are you going to do?
Yeah, they had, all around the country, they had record burning parties for Louie Louie. Yeah, the religious groups got involved in it, and it went on for how many years? And then until it was settled?
You know what? Here's the odd thing. The FBI investigated the group for 18 months before the final decision came down from the FCC. The FCC saw so many versions of the lyrics that the FBI had gathered. They said, well, you guys can't even decide what the lyrics are. Nobody really knows, so we're going to deem them unintelligible at any speed, which is how it stands today. Here's the strange thing. No matter how many times you say to somebody, it's not dirty, they look at you and wink and go, come on, tell me the real words.
Yeah.
Do you know that last year in Benton Harbor, Michigan, a high school band was refused by the mayor? The mayor would not allow them to do Louie Louie in their annual parade because it was obscene. Last year.
And it's the state song? It's the state song of Washington.
It is.
It should be for Oregon,
well,
really.
It should be. That's
I mean,
right.
you know,
It's recorded right here.
Yeah, it was that's a homegrown Portland deal. What's your favorite Kingsmen song of all time? I mean, you must have sung Louie Louie, 2 million times now.
Easily 2 million times. And the weird thing about it is every time that you sing Louie Louie, you look out at the crowd. These kids that are having a great time all night. All you see are the tops of their heads and pieces of paper because they're trying to read along and see if they really have the real lyrics that some insider gave them.